Well, good afternoon, good evening, and all of that stuff. Beardos, widows, boss, ghouls. How we all doing? Hope everybody's well. Whoa. Is the live stream all out of colour for everyone else? Does it look like cack to everyone else? What the hell is up with that? Is that better? Oh. It's fine. All right. Because to me, it looks all orange and blocky. As long as it's good for you guys. So tonight we have got Bristol Paranormal Hunters on. Same thing as last week, asking questions about their thoughts on the paranormal, thoughts on debunking, what's got them into the paranormal, things like that. We'll go for about an hour of grilling them, and then the questions will go over to you guys then. Oh, thanks, guys. It looks weird on. It might be that monitor, or maybe I've messed with the color settings. As long as it's all good for you guys. Yeah, so we'll be giving them a bit of a grill. Obviously, I've worked with Bristol Paranormal on 2 separate occasions. I've been to their house a few times. Lovely, lovely people. Except Ryan. He fucking stinks. His ass is rancid. So we'll have a good conversation about the paranormal. Obviously, Sean is a massive horror fan as well. So if you guys got some horror questions and stuff, feel free to drop some horror questions in for Sean. Obviously, I know we're in a transitional period getting into this being my stream with guests. Obviously, if we can direct the questions to them when we're ready, about an hour into it. So I'll get them on about 7:15. And then around 8:15, we'll do the questions. And if there's enough, we'll go right through till 9. If the questions start to die off and everyone's happy, we can call it early. So we'll see how it goes, because I don't know. Sean, if you can hear me, give me a thumbs up. Right. Give me another thumbs up if you've got a live after this. Right. So Sandra does have a live after this. So we'll send everyone over there as well. Thank you for the link, Jolene. Right. I'll do the participants and then we'll crack. I've got to face away from the camera, though, because it's on that monitor for some bizarre reason. So tonight we've got Ali DB, Alison, Alyssa, Amy and Ozzy, Anita Drake, Anna Aridia, Arwell Jenkins, Betty Swallocks, Bristol Paranormal Hunters. What are you doing here? Carol Johnson, Sherry Ann, Christian, Cindy Reilly, Claire, Bear, Sassy Pants, Craig Adams, Chris Storm, Richard Larson. Thank you for the 9 months. 9 months of awesomeness. Let's go. Where was I? Chris Storm, Denise Flood, Dan Lagore, Debs, Decepticon Arachnid, Diane Quinney, Dragon Blood, Dusty, Ed Cornwall, Ember, Fantastic Publishing, Sarah, Sean Behave, Sarah's in. I've lost it again. Firefly, Gillian, Ian Griffiths, The Medium, it's Jolene, 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 Jolene. John Boy Patton, Killer of Fruit Flies, Laura Lee, Living the Dream, Lycan, Mark Knight, Megan Behind Blue Eyes, Mike James, Mike's Mysteries, Mildly Moist, Haunted, Mrs. Bob the Beard, Hannah Connor, how you doing? Nick, Derek, Paranormal Fun, Pinky's Arts and Music, Pompey, Bird, Queen, Fertery, Quiltress, Quirky Bird, Rebecca Visnicki, Rebirth Addict, Shadow Icy, Silver Lady, Span, Sir Spook Fest, Stacey Lynn, Susan Ormby, The Paranormal Engineer, Trent Benton, Vixen Moo, Wags Tail, Wayne's World of Rock Music, Wendy J, and Whiskey Priest. Welcome in, everybody. Fucking Trent's just turned up as well. Petals, how you doing? How you doing, Trent? Sandra, BPHUK, thank you for the £5, just in case, early troll tax. Hi, everyone. We do have Jolene in. Mrs. Geek's working. I know when Annalise and CRL are busy. I think Phil's probably just getting home from work, so Jolene might be busy. Hello from British Columbia. Hello to you, Spider Queen. So, yeah, questions about... Oh, we'll be discussing horror and stuff, because you see the Chucky back there. That was a gift from Sandra and Sean at Bristol Paranormal Hunters because of the help I've given them and little bits of equipment, even though I told them not to. But they don't listen. Crazy Ken, how you doing? That chat's in front of that one. That's fucking weird. Right, I'm not looking that way anymore. Trent, I'll be an angel tonight if you Don't make Beardo sing. There's no singing. There's no Stream Deck buttons. The Wednesdays interviews. Next week, we've already got a guest lined up. We have got Lee from Three Spires. I'm going to ask the Pastor Pervert if he wants to do the week after. Mike O. How you doing, Mike O? Lula Moon, hello. Sherry Ann. So yeah, we're going to do Lee from Three Spires next week. Spaghetti Paranormale the week after, if he's available. It depends on his shifts and stuff like that. And then I may step away from paranormal debunking and investigators and maybe start going on the route of some of the guys that tell the stories, like Don't Scare Claire. I'm going to see if I can get hold of Reverend Peter Laws. And then in about 6 weeks, I'll be looking to get somebody, like a few of you guys on. If you've got a real life paranormal event that's happened to you that you want to come on and have a discussion about, we can do that. But you'll have to be part of either Facebook or Discord for me to send the link to the episode. But we'll pre-book slots for that, because I can't see people that are not normally content creators lasting like an hour and a half. Not like me and Sean. Me and Sean can go for an hour and a half, can't we, Sean? He's nodding. You can't see him. You're such a sponge sandwich. What? Are you not being rude again? Count me in, Beardo. Yeah, we could get Wayne on as well. Obviously, we don't strictly have to keep it paranormal either, but if people have got paranormal stories, but then they got to love horror or comic books or movies, we could stretch people's time out on the channel like that. But these Wednesday streams are about the community instead of just me pressing buttons like I've been doing for 3 years. We got that on a Sunday, and then the community sort of focus stream on a Wednesday. Miss Kelly, you've changed your name, right? Right, you're just Miss Kelly. Sorry, you're just Miss Kelly. Rebirth Addict, how you doing? Rebirth gaming stuff just doesn't do well on this. It don't do well on any of my channels, but I still do it. Vinny, how you doing? Who have we got? Crazy Ken. I think I got it. Silver Lady, Beardo, any news about Ryan, and did the surgeon survive his gas? Well, what I'm told is Ryan went in for surgery. They were going to put the gas on him to put him out, but he farted and he knocked everyone else out. I will be gaming tomorrow. Chat so fast, no wonder Beardo can't keep up with it. Don't know how you do it, Beardo. Hey, listen. I keep up better than most. Just saying. But when I use this software, it is harder. And I think this is the same thing that Seg uses, Justin uses, Sarah, Fantastic, Crow Judas. I think they all use this software, which is StreamYard. Beardo, you keep it better than right. I will never ever slate anyone for being behind on the chat. Everyone's like, "Oh, how can you keep up when you've got like 300 people in?" Because I've been streaming for 7 years this year, which is nuts. All right, I streamed to 3 people for 1 year of it. So don't let anyone tell you can't do it, because you can. I did. I'm just a fat, miserable old man that shit a war zone. Laura Lee, hello. I didn't think Laura Lee would miss this, to be fair. Miss Bobs, how you doing? Gillian Daniels, how you doing? StreamYard's pretty good. I like OBS for when I'm just doing my solo stuff because of the Stream Deck and whatever. But what I like about this that you can't do in OBS is that my farts make people pass out. Thank you. What's Crow and Seg's excuse then? A, they haven't been doing it as long. B, this software. And if you get stuck into a conversation, like tonight, I'm going to obviously be interviewing Bristol Paranormal. The chat will keep scrolling, and while we're doing our thing, and then I'll be an hour behind. Vicky Emming, hello to you. Sweet Goth BFTV, how are you doing? Keep fighting the good fight, Sweet Goth. Taking down MLMs. Wilder Mr. Grey, howdy. How you doing? How was your Paranormal Bingo? I had it lurking on the TV. But I never play because don't win. I hate not winning. My smelly shoes does the same. Huh? Oh, knocks people out. Yeah. Mike's Mysteries, how you doing? I think we got everyone in. I got to mention. Of course you do, Laura Lee. Of course you do. Hello, 1 million man won. Nobody won Beardo. It was terrible. How can nobody win that? How can nobody win that? Don't you love chat talking with smells? I know. I can't wait to get the guests on. Do you know what? What we'll do is we'll just chalk them. Bang.
Thanks.
Cork.
Oh, welcome. Hey, I like that Freddy on the door. That's cool.
Right, innit?
Before we introduce you and all that stuff, the work you've put into that studio the last couple of weeks, because obviously I was in there, 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Fair play to you. It's a lot of work. I know.
Yeah. It is slightly.
Sean and Sandra, they are 2 of 3 of Bristol Paranormal. Bristol Paranormal is UK. Obviously, Ryan is in hospital, so if we can get some hearts in the chat for Ryan, he may be watching once they've done whatever they do into him. Bless him. Because he was shitting himself when he... Yeah, he was a bit worried about it, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's in a lot of pain, so I've heard. But he's on fentanyl, whatever it is. So he's off his nut. We haven't been able to speak to him yet.
He's off his nut anyway.
Well,
a man doesn't need no fentanyl, Jesus. Right, Ryan, check out all the hearts in chat when you come around, mate, and speedy recovery. So, I'll ask you one at a time. Ladies first. Sandra, do you believe in the paranormal?
Yes, I do.
And what caused that belief, or is it just you want to believe?
I believe in a paranormal, different reasons than Sean and Ryan, of course. I'm quite a spiritual person. I like the spiritual side of things. I started when I was really young age. I started to see and feel things that I could not explain on that moment, and I was also too young to understand things. After some experience and over time in the years, and also help it from others that have the same experience, I look deeper in the paranormal. Find that I have, I would not say a gift or whatever. I don't know how you need to call it, but that I'm sensitive for hearing things, seeing things, and feeling things. And in the years, I have tried to find my way in that and to work with it with Sean and Ryan when they started their channel and their travel in the paranormal.
Sorry, I just read that comment there. Sandra needs a huge medal pulling up with these boys. She's brilliant. Unfortunately, Sandra's developed a third that she's got to look after.
They're all a nightmare. I think a medal it will not. No, it will not do it right. Believe me. No. They absolutely all amazing, including Beardo. And yeah, I'm gonna kiss his ass. I don't care how everyone says to do. Yeah, no, it's a great journey. Yeah, there's negative side effects on it, but we will probably start talking about it later on too. But that is how my journey started in the paranormal, and the last couple of years it only get bigger and bigger and more interesting things. Do I have all answers on the questions? No. Am I done with searching for more paranormal, or can we find paranormal? I don't know, but we are keeping going on to search for it.
Fair. And same questions to you then, Sean?
Yeah, I got into the paranormal. I don't know. I'm guessing you can say at a young age. My brother at the age of 7 died in my arms when I was 8 years old. Got hit by 2 cars. And I'll never forget it. I mean, you can say it was of the trauma and whatever, but that actual night, I was on my bunk bed and I saw my brother at the end of my bed doing this. Frightened me to death. I ended up having to have counselling from seeing that. And ever since then, it's always intrigued me, and I've always chased that. I want to see that again. I want to prove that exists, sort of thing. and I was getting silly little things like something sitting on my feet and stuff like that when I'm in bed when I was little. Really, really strange stuff. My dad, before all that happened, my dad told me a story what happened when I was younger, and we were in our very first flat with my parents, and my dad sent me to my room because I was a little shit as usual. And I
you're a
must have been
7
about
foot shit.
4. I must have been about 4, and ball accounts. I was talking to someone. My dad barged in, and so who are you talking to? Blah blah blah. Now my great granddad I had never seen in my life, and I said the guy sat on my bed here, and my dad asked, well, describe him then, and I described my great granddad to a T. I don't remember that moment when I was like 4, but I 100% remember what happened when I was 8 years old, and I'll never forget it.
See, obviously I had an experience similar to yours with your great grandfather, and it's like, had I seen a photo, things like that, but that with your brother, that, as heartbreaking as that is, do you find it more warming now that he came in visitation or something? I'm not looking to debunk it.
I do, yeah. You can imagine it was a very, very traumatic time. I mean, my parents at the time blamed me for it, to be fair. I mean, we were playing next to a main road playing baseball, and the last thing that they told us was to go and play the traffic. But yeah, he was dead on arrival. All his internal organs were crushed into his ribs and all sorts, leg around the head, and yeah, it was horrific. Some of his head was gone, but in hindsight, I think looking back on it, I feel it was more of a comfort. But at the point, that particular time, it was absolutely frightening. I threw myself off the top of the stairs, and my uncle was coming up the stairs to go to the toilet, and he caught me in mid-flight, where I was so petrified I didn't understand what the hell that was.
No.
All I knew was my brother. What's he doing there?
Wow.
Yeah.
So, well, that's kind of I'd not heard that. I knew you had a reason, and we'd never really discussed it. That's it's things like that I would never even attempt to debunk for anyone, because my mum had a similar experience a few years ago with her mum, and she was like, "How do you debunk that?" I was like, "I can't, and I won't. That's your closure with your mum, so I wouldn't dare even attempt to take that from you." So we move on a few years. Obviously, you're now an investigation team. You've had I'll say this, though. You've had a bit of a rough start to it.
Yeah, sure.
I won't name teams. In fact, we'll not mention any of them or bring too deep into it. Well, so you had a bit of a rough sort of introduction into it, but then it's all seemed to be coming the right way now. And for me, looking at your channel, I mean, to hold the numbers you do live and stuff, it's not easy on YouTube. So you've done well with whatever it is you're doing, the cock and all that stuff. So how are you finding the platform now that you're in a different circle, and now you're in the circles that you're in now with, the likes of Paul and Claire and myself and all the other teams that you've gone out with recently?
It's been a very enjoyable journey, and I've learned a lot, a considerable amount, just by changing a few things. We're all wet behind the ears. We're all guilty of that when we all first start out. I use gadgets and God knows what, and I believed in these damn things. Now I just can't stick them, to be honest with you. I just can't.
But without trying them, you wouldn't have been able to make your own mind up anyway.
Exactly. But then also, I listen to people like yourself and Kenny Biddle and stuff like on these gadget things and why they didn't work and stuff like that. So I had to kind of find my way, really. But it between me and my brother, we didn't see each other for 15 years because of other family members. We didn't talk for a long time, and it was just happened. We bumped into each other in a chip shop because so we like our food, does me and my brother. That's one thing that we got in common. And he said, well, what do you do? Like, and I said, well, I go out and I go investigate places for ghosts and stuff. He went, I want to do that. I've always wanted to do that. I said, okay, so if you want to join me then I don't know how to do it, but I'll try and make a channel on YouTube and stuff and see how we go. And that's how we started. Like,
the paranormal bringing an estranged family back together. That's amazing.
Yeah.
And that's really cool because obviously I've met you and Ryan a number of times, and I don't know, you pair seem thick as thieves, like really, really close.
Yeah. I mean, along the way in the years, there's been a lot of people that have tried to get in between that. Ryan will tell you himself, when growing up, I was his mum and his dad.
Yeah.
Went through a really bad time. I'm not going to get into my personal life, but it's my childhood. I didn't have one. It was horrific. That's all I can say on the matter.
Yeah.
I'm willing to say on that matter. But I like to think that I come out a better person for that. So it made me and molded me the person I am today.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I spent some time around your family. I've met, your son, and just incredibly nice people. I mean, I met Sean and Sandra's son, and he's the politest child I've ever met. And he was like, "Mum, can I see it?" And she went, "You're not allowed to see it." And he went, "But can I?" And she went, "Go on then." And then he reeled off every button off my Stream Deck almost in the correct order. He didn't miss one. But the way he was so polite to ask his mum, "Can I shout suck my ass?"
and the face for Beardo was like,
he's a very big fan, I must admit. He is.
Heartwarming. So, in regards to locations, obviously you've done abandons, you've done paid.
Yeah.
Is there a particular location you've gone to since you've been on YouTube that you think potentially has something to it?
Yeah. There's one particular one that's kind of baffled me no end, and I just can't find anything to debunk it. And that was one of them was the Limeworks in Wales.
Yeah.
I just don't understand it at all. It was like two light anomaly things, and it come from the sky through the tunnel and dropped behind my nan and started dancing around for about half an hour. And that's been captured on lock-off camera. And the weird thing that intrigued me was we were all in that tunnel, and Ryan turns around with his IR, blasts his IR, and walks past that lock-off camera, and it's still there.
Stayed there.
None of us could see it with our naked eye.
Stayed there roughly for 20 minutes, isn't it?
Yeah, it was there for a long time.
Yeah, obviously knowing the
clip is
area.
actually on our channel.
Yeah, obviously knowing the area, I know there's an air base nearby, RAF St. Athan, but I can't think of something from there that could cause that, because I've looked at it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Because at first I was like, "Oh, that's just a bug," and I thought, "Well, bugs don't stay that still."
That was my first thoughts. I thought, maybe it's got wings or something. I don't know, but it just stayed for so long, and it come through the tunnel itself, past everybody, and then also it went up in the air and dropped behind Nan and started just dancing around. You know, I've asked people, like even APRF, they said, "Oh, maybe it's a spider web or whatever." I was like, "It can't be a star." Ryan went past that camera and checked it. He would see something like that there, but this was really bright. The lights were really bright, and then as they dropped down behind that, and they were duller, if you get what I mean. It was really weird.
I can even make the whole story even more weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
In the same week, I had the feeling that something was not right with our Nan.
Yeah.
And I said, Nan, you need to go to the doctors because your lungs don't sound well and stuff like that. And she went to the doctors. In the same week she had, after the investigation, in the same week she had an X-ray on her lungs, and they found that she had lung cancer. And
it could be a coincidence,
but,
you know,
we don't know. But it was for us really weird on that moment, and still weird till today, because we still cannot really say what it was.
No.
Is there a location that you've gone to that you thought, yeah, this is going to be the one, and then nothing, absolutely nothing?
Yes.
Really disappointed.
Absolutely loads.
All of them.
Me and Ryan's looked at each other and gone, "Well, that was shit."
Yeah. I think it's all of them except two, in my opinion. That was then Limeworks and the farm. The rest was like,
I don't know. Another one was the asylum we went to with
the asylum with B&C. That was really weird.
Yeah.
Because all the times before that was so quiet.
None of us, not Paul, not Claire, not Ryan, not myself, not Sandra, we didn't hear a thing in that stairwell. And yet both cameras on our side and theirs caught the same thing.
Yeah, it's always...
But you can't say, I won't say it's paranormal. I just go, I don't know.
Yeah, there's the difference. Yeah, the difference between that's a ghost, that's paranormal, and I just don't know what it is. To me, they're worlds apart.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, I watched you guys very early on, and I was like,
yeah, I know, it was shocking.
It's not for me. But then I could see you asking questions and wanting to learn, and I was like, actually, instead of them trying to convince me that they are good, they are trying to ask me how to get better. That is obviously, it's quite different, because a lot of people just, they're like, "Oh, shout me out," and then I watch the footage and I'm like, "Oh, this is shit. I got no desire to watch it."
We'll never ask anyone to shout us out.
No, you never did, which is why
that is also what we appreciate on your side. We are thankful that you help us and try to help us with giving answers on the questions that we have, so we can further and learn from it too. But that is, in the beginning, your wet behind your ears was still our wet behind your ears, probably about 10, 20 years still. You learn till you're dead, for example. But in the beginning, when your start is wrong and you get that people try to convince you from, oh, that person you have to watch out, that person is in debunker. In that time, a couple of years ago, you guys as debunkers were all skeptic persons, were all, must I be polite tonight, or can I just say how I think?
Just say how you think.
You were bastards in that kind of way. You know what I mean? But then, of course, we all have our opinions and stuff like that, and we have to respect each other, and that we will also not always agree with all the debunkers. That is normal. You must have that too. But it doesn't mean that you as a person, or in Candy Biddle, or a Mike, or anyone else, that you have to be disrespectful. In the end of the road, you're still a human being. And we do this for our own reasons, including the debunkers.
Yeah.
And some of the debunkers are also doing the paranormal investigations. They forget also that you guys also want to prove, or want to say, listen, what is this? I don't know. I can not even debunk myself. Yeah. So in time, our wall would stay open, because we were open towards you guys and listen to you. And we took bits and bobs, and we find our own ways in bits and bobs.
Yeah.
And that is how we like to work with all of you to go further, because we all do it for the same reason, but probably on different ways, and that's fine. But that is also proving something works or don't work, etc., etc. But for us, works maybe don't work for you, or for Mike, or for Lee, or I can call all the channels awesome channels. But yeah,
Bob,
I would prefer doing.
Thank you very much. 2 months. Thank you very, very much, Bob. So, guys, if you keep the questions for about 8:15, keep your questions, and then we'll try and get through them there. When we went to the priest cottage, you and Ryan impressed me there, because I think it was Wayne. Wayne was like, I've just seen something in the corner of my eye. I've seen a shadow. And I think Ryan saw it as well.
Yeah.
And instead of going, oh my God, Beardo, quick, come and help us, or debunk or whatever, because I'm laying on the bed and my back had gone. I was laying on the slab and I couldn't get back.
Are you sure it was your back and not Ryan's fart?
It was 100% my back. And I eventually get up, and then Sean's like, no, I'm not having this. And then he goes outside, and we're all smoking and stuff, and he's looking around, and then he sees a car come around the corner, and he went, I've got it. So what?
Yeah.
He's like, the breathing brick there. There's a railing there. What's the next car? And we stood there. It's like -2 degrees, waiting for this car. It comes around, and it cast a perfect shadow that moved across these breathing bricks. I was like, fair play, without any help from me, without any even encouragement from me to try and debunk it. You just went, no, I'm not having that. There's got to be an explanation, because if there's not an explanation, then it's incredible. And then you went and debunked it yourself, and I'm just like,
like a proud daddy.
I have been watching like yourself and like Mike and debunkers quite closely lately, because that's what I want to also do.
Yeah.
Yesterday, before I got a bit ill yesterday. I was actually I was working out how to use OBS Studio, so I can put a picture in picture, so I can, like you do yourself when you're doing debunking. I was going to go, right, I'm not having this, because the one thing that's really, really pissed me off lately is people with the ITC and stuff. And I thought, I'm going to roast the bastards. So that was what I was busy doing yesterday. I thought, and it's looking good. Isn't it? It is looking good. I thought that'd be a little surprise for everyone,
Yeah, I think I disagree with the argument that debunkers can't be debunkers if they don't investigate. I disagree with that.
Yeah, that's
if a debunker wants to look at footage and pull footage apart, I think that's absolutely fine. As long as they've got an understanding of editing, and I mean, a basic understanding, you can debunk video footage. You can, absolutely. Yeah. But I think that going out into the field and going investigating, even as a complete skeptic, which I'm not, going out as a complete skeptic and seeing how other people work and how houses work and how sound works in houses and stuff on site, I think that can be sort of invaluable. And that's why people like Mike from Real Evidence he's doing debunking stuff now, and he's very, very good at it. You've got the paranormal engineer, where he looked at the rolling bay from Paranormal Quest.
Yeah.
Then he goes to the house and then tries to recreate it, and then he's not happy with that, and then he lines that shot up like absolutely perfect, or as close to perfect as he can get. And that's because he can go to the location. I think going to the location just adds something to them. But then for you guys watching debunkers and learning from debunkers and working with debunkers, it turns you into better investigators on site.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Obviously, we've got to get into the nonsense with you guys, because you crack me up. Or not just you and Ryan, because you are like a comedy duo, but Sandra as well, because Sandra's humor is the Dutch humor. It is so dry that you don't know if she's joking or telling you off.
I know.
I can come over sometimes really sarcastic. Yeah.
I think if I didn't already know 2 Dutch people, I'd have probably been a bit like, hang on, she's a bit harsh. You've never been rude by any stretch, but it's like you can be quite stern even when you're being funny, and it takes a while. But that's definitely a Dutch thing, because Annalise and Jolene are exactly the same. But yeah, the humour with you guys and the banter and the jokes, and it's like when it's time to investigate, it's time to investigate.
Yeah.
But then I think that's what makes your channel really is the banter, the camaraderie, obviously your family. So but that bleeds across, and you've taken your kids out and stuff on occasion, and your grandmother. So I think it's wonderful. So as a family unit, are you all of the same belief, or is there different beliefs? Is there?
I'm not sure. I mean, Ryan, he's a totally different cut of fish altogether as Ryan. He has his own beliefs, and he very strong beliefs. He's quite, adamant of the way he feels about things, isn't he?
Yeah.
But he's learned a hell of a lot in quite a short space of time.
Yeah,
and he's open to new things, and that's what I like about Ryan. He's open to the suggestion of new.
I think that is how you can describe us. Just what Beardo said. We like to have fun.
Yeah.
But we are also open for everything. We are close as a family. We all come a little bit on the same line with our beliefs and stuff like that. Like, for example, I'm being quite tested. If I don't speak quite often with people about that, I can see you feel things. There is not an on and off button on it. It's the same as the paranormal and stuff like that. There is not an on and off button. If you go 200 times to an investigation, you must be happy if you have 1 or 2 from the 200 that you had a sound or whatever.
Well, yeah, you've been lucky to hear on that far.
Yeah, but well, with investigations we are serious. But like as a family, as a unit, like for example, Ryan, when he heard that he had something, okay, I test this. I'm gonna test this. I'm gonna have her. Okay, so we go to that location. You're not coming with us. What's gonna happen? What do you think? So I wrote everything down. They come back. He said, before I say anything what's happened, give me the notebook. I give the notebook. And you saw him getting white in his face, isn't it?
Yeah.
And he said, how must I? That's the only thing what came out of his mouth. I said, you get used to it. Just go with the flow, but just follow your own feeling in your heart. And that's the same what we all do in one line as a family unit. But also, like every creator, us, anyone else, we all have also our private lives, or we all have problems with mental health or anything else. Life can be sometimes really harsh or challenging, and we like to deal with those moments with humor, taking the piss out of each other, share that with others. We want to see a smile on someone's face. That makes us our day.
We're people pleasers. We like to see people happy. If we can help, we'll help. But sometimes, and a lot of times in the last 3 years, our kindness has been seen as a weakness, and then we've been attacked for it.
Or misunderstood.
We're very careful who we associate with and stuff.
What I find
quite like that, we ignore it completely.
Yeah.
What I find quite funny with that is, I mean, you're all lovely people. Otherwise, I wouldn't, take the time to drive to your house. I wouldn't invite you guys around my house and stuff.
That's not what you said the first time. You said that I wasn't bitch.
Yeah, it's the Dutch bit, isn't it? But obviously, she's ruined me now. The fucking brain fart and everything.
I'm sorry. I just had a flashback. And what does he show?
See what I got to put up with?
And what did he show in the Jamaica Inn? When we were talking, we were mid in the conversation. We were drinking something and drinking coffee. And he pulls his bottom up and showed me his cunt socks.
So I wear them everywhere. Hey, Spaghetti alla Paranormal, how you doing? Jolene's proud of you. Where was I going? Oh, yeah, right. I've seen some of the shit that, obviously, Sean, I'm not going to get into. Me and you have got some similar backgrounds in some aspects.
Yeah.
And I've looked at some of the people that are giving you shit, and I'm like, you fucking idiots. Because it's not very often I look like a little boy stood next to someone. You're a fucking big guy.
I wouldn't say that. But,
how tall are you?
I'm 6'3" and a bit.
Yeah, how tall were you before?
Well, just over 6'4".
Yeah, something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, he's not a small man, but keyboard warriors, I guess. I wouldn't fuck with Sandra though. I'd rather fight Sean than Sandra. So obviously we'll try to keep it more positive. Obviously, we've met up with Wayne and Wayne's family. I mean, Wayne was very kind, invited us all into his house. There was loads of us.
Yeah.
And then came on an investigation with us. Obviously, you've been in my house, I've been in your house and stuff. On a positive scale, like obviously debunkers and investigators, because I don't call what you guys do ghost hunting, because you're looking for the truth and you're learning as you go in and stuff. I know what the official thing is. Paranormal investigation is going out and looking with, one way, the scientific way. That's a true paranormal investigation. But then ghost hunting is just like, well, how do you hunt something that we don't know is there?
Exactly.
And if you do see one, how are you going to catch it or shoot it? Because that's what hunting is, right?
Yeah.
So obviously you've worked with debunkers, you've worked with all these sort of other smaller teams, and through, I mean, I'm sure Sean said to me at one point that it was through me that you discovered other sort of bigger channels that are on the legitimate side and stuff. How are you finding investigating now that you've ditched the equipment that was probably giving you false positives and that sort of stuff? Are you finding it harder to investigate because you haven't got the equipment feeding you?
No, I enjoy it more, if anything.
Good.
And I'm constantly looking out for any kind of noise pollutions and what things may be and stuff like that. And in fact, I go into it more with an open mind and go, well, do you know what? That's got to be a pipe of some kind. I mean, in the priest cottage, Brian heard this weird gargling noise. I heard it from the other side of the room, and I said, that's got to be a pipe within the walls. It's got to be one of those old drain pipe things or something like that, because it did sound really strange. I give him that. And it sounded like it come from next to him on the bed.
I remember you asking me about that, and then you sent me the sound, and I was like, I've heard that sound before. And it was a blocked up toilet pipe.
Oh, that was in another place in a care home. That we went with. I think we went with Phil's Walkabouts.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I think you're probably right there. But yeah, in the priest's cottage, Ryan had that same weird noise, and I think it's a pipe within the wall itself.
Right.
Ryan looked under the bed, and all he saw was a load of springs and stuff. And
we still enjoying the investigations and stuff like that.
I prefer the paid ones lately. I'm still racking my brains to what next paid one we're going to.
And of course, a lot of people know, and also a lot of channels know and teams know that it's hard. Yeah. It's hard to get a location. If you find location, then it's not affordable, especially not if you're small.
And it's dangerous.
Sometimes
the dangers you face doing abandons. Look at what happened to poor Paul.
Yeah,
he fell down a manhole on camera. We shit ourselves, and the poor guy. He was a warrior. He got up, and he limped away, But later on, he said, "Oh, I fractured my arm doing that."
Yeah, I had a very similar experience to Paul. If Dean hadn't have been there, I'd have broken my leg 100%, because there was just a hole where the manhole used to be. My leg went down, and Dean just caught me under my arm. I nearly pulled him in with me, but I'd have had one leg street level, the other leg gone down,
Yeah.
I'd have broke my leg quite easily. So obviously there's that, and then the other risks associated with it, people with grows, or even because I won't say the channel name, but there's a location you've been to where there were people camping in there, wasn't there? Was that you?
Yeah.
Yes, there was.
Yeah.
And then we debunked them.
Yeah. Because other people, a large team went there and made out that it was
yes, and it wasn't.
paranormal activity.
It was actually homeless people up in the top bedroom, and they didn't show that part. But me and Ryan certainly clocked it. That's for sure.
Yeah, it makes you wonder how that big heavy radiator fell over all on its own,
It
doesn't
does, doesn't it?
If you know, you know.
Yeah. Oh yes. Oh yes. We knew straight away.
Yeah, it's and again, that's one of those things where actively going out and investigating other people's claims is it needs to be done.
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
because in that aspect, I think they knew exactly what was going on and they chose to ignore it. Because I know another team that were there the same night as them, and that radiator had been stood back up. So, like, did the ghost stand it back up, or did they put it back up so somebody would know they hadn't been in there?
Yeah.
Just my question. Or would it have been in the way to somebody exiting the building from their tent or something along those lines, you know?
Exactly. It was quite a big building.
Yeah. That radiator was
could have been
massive as well.
Ducking and diving anywhere in there.
Yeah, and that's now obviously those guys in there, they weren't aggressive or seemingly not aggressive to anyone because I've seen
only shouted and bawled at us once we got outside.
Yeah,
but, it could have gone, it swung the other way, and we could have had some problems for sure. But we would have dealt with it. But then it is what it is, and this is why I'm very touchy when it comes to doing abandoned locations now. It's all well and good finding an abandoned location. I mean, look what happened to you, Beardo. I watched that episode and I thought, fuck me, this could have gone tits up big time. And this could happen to anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, given my history and what I've done for a living, I quickly discovered that after not being on the front line in security and stuff for 4 or 5 years at that point, how quick my ass fell out because I shit myself. And I was with obviously Mike and Adrian from Real Evidence, and you know, I've never asked them are they any good in a fight if it turns ugly. It's not the sort of thing you ever consider when you're just going out looking for ghosts in shithole houses. Yeah. And I'm just like, right, I need to keep my mouth shut because I only heard one guy. And when I went to open the door, he boots it open. I was like, holy shit. He just filled the doorway. And I was like, trying not to lose my rag. And then he was like, oh, you're this guy. You've been giving me shit. I was like, I'm not. And I started to get a bit aggro with him because I'm like, don't call me a liar. I'm not a fucking liar. And then I saw the bats and I was like, we are fucking screwed, yeah. We're in the middle of nowhere. And a few people were commenting on it like, you lost your bottle. And I was like, feel free to go there.
Yeah, fill your boots.
And you see how quick you lose your bottle. Because at the end of the day, we shouldn't have been there.
No.
So there's always that in the back of my head. Chucky, thank you for becoming a member. Shouldn't have been there. And, you know, whether these guys had a grow or whatever, that's not the point. The point is I shouldn't have been there. I had no right to have kicked off for them. And I didn't. But Jesus Christ. And that was the last time I ever did an abandoned. Well, I did a care home with Exploring the Entity, but we sort of had permission from staff that were looking after it, which is different.
I think it's a little different if you've got like permission from like a site manager or something like that, you know, before it's going to be pulled down or some shit. But
yeah, I can't get in trouble for it now. But
I don't think it's worth it nowadays. I would rather struggle trying to find a paid location, struggle to get the money together and go and do that paid location with some other people that we really enjoy working with. You know, that's what I plan on doing for the future. Yeah, it's going to be hard work and it's it does cost a lot of money, and certain places I won't even entertain because they're asking £1,200 for, a couple of hours. And I'm not doing that.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's sad, really, that I'm not saying this is exactly what it is, but to me, it seems like there are certain event companies that are hiring the place for a large fee because they take in 20, 30, 40, 50 people to these locations, depending on the size of them, up to maybe more than that.
Yeah.
And then that building owner then gets a taste for that money. And then they want that money off everyone. So when a channel like you guys with a couple of thousand subscribers wants to go, the price doesn't change whether it's 40 people or 3 people.
Yeah.
But even if you guys, myself, and I don't know, say 3 Spires and say Ghosts on Trent, between all 4 of us, that's still not affordable to us. And even on a channel my size or Ghosts on Trent size, we will never ever recuperate that money back from YouTube.
No.
And I must also say, if I'm allowed to do this for a minute, there are two locations that I really want to shout out, because in my eyes they are really fair and really friendly to debunkers, but also in the paranormal investigation, to the people that do paranormal investigations. And till now, from all the locations that we went, from paid ones, it's not much, but there are 2 that jumping out. That was the pre-costage, how the girls doing and dealing with that is amazing.
Hey.
And Jamaica Inn.
Yeah. Even though we had a very quiet night at the Priest Cottage, I want to go back there.
I have to step out for
a minute. Same here. It's like the dogs just have a pop at the door a minute.
So, there's a history there. There's obviously a lot of teams had a lot of experience there, so that all makes a difference.
Yeah.
But the biggest one for me is how well they treat people. I think the way they treated us, they knew exactly who I was, and they were very, very nice and welcoming. And I mean, they've invited me to go back with Mike to do an investigation with them. Poochies, the white pooch. I can't remember his name. That white pooch is my best friend on the planet when I go to that house. It sticks to me.
Yeah, there is going to be more where they come from, the paid locations, because obviously, I would like to work with like yourself again, and I want an opportunity to work with Mike and Lee and all these people. There is another opportunity with the Jamaica Inn, but I've got to sort all that out.
Yeah, that's gonna be a mad one if we can pull that off.
Yeah, no, I mean the thing is with paid locations as well. When you want to pay for that location, 9 times out of 10 they're saying, "Oh, there's so many spaces left," and you think, "Hang on a minute, I don't want any Tom, Dick, and Harry there, and I don't want to hear their woo-woo boxes and God knows what's going off while I'm there trying to investigate in the way I know how, which I feel is the best way to do it. I don't want to hear REM pods and all that shit going off. That's what puts me off on some of these paid locations, because you get there and all of a sudden another 50 people are there with you and you think, hang on a minute, I didn't pay for that crap.
Yeah. I've gone on a couple of events, and I'm not slating the event companies at all. I did one in Shrewsbury Prison with they're now called Ghost Squad. It was a nightmare, and it wasn't their fault. I think that was part of the reason why they are now Ghost Squad and not the event company. Building itself was, it's great to go to a location like Shrewsbury Prison, and they invited me there for, absolutely free. But oh my God, there were some dickheads there. Literally, they were ruining it for everyone. And it's like, if I had been running that event, I'd have probably turfed them out. But I think what they did, they were their own events company, but they booked in like as 2 or 3 separate little groups, and then all congregated, just took over the entire place. They were a fucking nightmare.
Just ruined the night completely. for everyone.
Yeah, I lost my rag with them.
Yeah.
And it was a Ouija board session.
Oh, no.
And I was looking. One of the ghosts was like out at me. Like,
No.
please don't say anything. So like, they're paying guests and having fun. So she's pushing it though. Go into those. That one wasn't a great experience, but there was one that invited me and Mike down in Llanrumney Hall. That was a fantastic experience because we had the option to go off, but we worked as part of different groups. But the event organizers were like, we're going to put you with seasoned investigators, people that want to learn from you. Is that okay? We're absolutely fine. And then they let us go off on our own later on in the night. That was a good experience because a lot of people, they'll go to these things and 1 o'clock in the morning, they're done because they think you're going to catch a ghost in 3 hours. And then when they can't, they're like, oh, I'm going home now. Where's the ghosts? And I've seen people complain. They've literally like, hey, I've turned up to this place. I've paid 80 quid and there's no ghosts here. It's not how it works. It's not most haunted.
I mean, at the moment, I'm looking into a place called Nick's Theatre. It's in Lincolnshire. They do these gatherings like most of them do, but I'm going to ring them directly and say, look, is there any chance that there's going to be a group of us going? Can we have that for it? Because otherwise you've got to be there with other people. And then if those people want to leave by 2 a.m., they can, and you can just stay there the night. And I'm like, well, what if we can arrange directly for us all to be there and we're all in one group and then we can stay there the night anyway?
Yeah. See, Andy Ghost Squad, we watched a woman's hand and he went, oh, do me a favor, turn your hand over and put your nail on lightly, and then the planchette stopped. I saw something else I wanted to put on there then. Laura Lee doesn't want to do big events because of anxiety. Yeah, those big events can be a bit much. It can be a bit much for me because there's 20 spirit boxes going off at the same time. And then somebody will scream because somebody's farted in the next room. It's a nightmare, or it can be a nightmare.
No, it's not my thing.
Roger said that if you squint, it looks like we've sat in the same room. We've got the horror set up behind us. We've got grey walls. Cougar on the door. Yeah, true.
What did Beardo said a couple of weeks ago when we moved everything in boxes? Can you please send the boxes to my house?
Yeah.
I would have looked after all your horror stuff for you. Of course I would have. The event seemed to always have about 5 people who are rational, 40 people who believe everything is paranormal.
That's just the problem. Yeah.
There was a guy that thought he was having a conversation with a ghost and his mate was recording him. And I was like, it's my phone. And then he just made his mate turn his camera slightly. So I was locking and unlocking my phone to give him answers. And he looked at me. He knew what I was doing. And then he just stepped to one side. So his mate could keep filming it. And then he went, see, I'm having a conversation. And I was like, no, you're not. You're having a conversation with my crotch. What the fuck are you doing?
I don't know.
It's madness. I mean, we've gone on some drives together, haven't we? We drove all the way down to Cornwall the first time, and then all the way up to Leeds. So that Leeds journey was horrendous.
It was probably the worst journey we'd had, to be quite honest with you.
It's the worst journey I've ever had.
I mean,
because I couldn't see 4 foot. I couldn't see much past my bonnet.
No.
And the roads were so busy. And I was like, what the fuck is going on here? And then we sort of got to Sheffield, and it's like, it's snowing.
Yeah. And of course, when we get together, all we want to do is have a chat and a laugh and stuff like that. And we kind of lose track of time for a minute. And we go, shit, we better start.
Yeah, twice we've done that. Beautiful. Yeah. Thank you for throwing me under the bus by asking me to go first in the cellar. I was lost for it. That's why I did it. It's funny.
Yeah.
That's why when I was like, oh yeah, we got Sean and Sandra, and then I just dropped them in without any warning because it's funny. I'm a dickhead.
Oh, we will remember that.
But yeah, it's definitely worth another visit. Is the Priest Cottage, 100%. I mean, the people that run it are lovely, you know, and they are thoughtful of the people that they have there as well, which is what I really like. And it's all done for charity.
And that Turkish kebab place next door, that was outstanding.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
and they give us freebies.
yeah, it was a great place, but obviously nothing really.
It was a great place, but it was not good for Ryan's ass. That's what you tried to say.
Oh, it was fine for Ryan's ass. It was the rest of us.
Oh, that was hilarious.
To be fair, when I did that, it was only as I grabbed you did I think this is a stupid idea. When I saw your foot coming up my face, I was like, okay.
Yeah.
You took off. Great. But yeah, you got to have a laugh at these places as well as serious investigating. I mean, even with us losing a couple of hours really for chatting shit and B-roll and then farting about and smoke breaks and stuff. Even with all that, we still had hours of footage to go through.
Of course, yeah, because while you're doing that, you're just mind your own business and getting on with stuff. Meanwhile, you're still investigating because you're seeing then while you're chatting amongst yourselves and everything, if anything does happen or there is any noises or anything like that.
See, that is something that I have done everywhere I go for a reason. The people that experienced the paranormal in those places weren't investigating. The initial claims came from people going around doing the usual thing. Yeah. So 30 East Drive, we sat down, we watched the movie about 30 East Drive, and we just sat in a circle watching the movie, eating food and whatever, cameras running in different rooms to just behave like it was a family event.
Just like normal,
when we went to the Four Crosses, we basically took a buffet of food with us, a couple of beers and stuff, and for a good few hours, we just sat around drinking and eating because that's the experiences people would have had, not calling out, and then we call out later. And I think that that's worth doing every bit as much as calling out and, checking if floors are straight and all that sort of stuff.
I would love to go Four Crosses. I've been waiting on Lee. He said, "You're in there as soon as I'm back in there," like sort of thing. I was like, "Oh, yes." Yeah, that's intrigued me. That
No. You don't know the truth. You said, "I want to debunk Beardo's ass."
No, I did not.
Yes, you said that.
Good. You should.
But no,
you should.
Such a copy. But no, I really after being intrigued on what happened last time there with you guys. I thought, do you know what? I really want to experience that.
Yeah. If I'd been with other people, I might have been a bit like, is somebody else caused that? Yeah. While I'm there at the time, because afterwards, watching the footage, I'm like, we weren't even in the building when it was happening. And I know it seems so mundane to most people, but for us, that doesn't, because I've been there before. I spent the night there before, and we had absolutely nothing. And then to be there with Mike, and then me and Mike, it's not in any of the videos, but me and Mike spent about 2.5 hours checking every door, every window, and waiting for cars to come past, stood by windows to see if it was causing something. And we just, not being able to debunk it, I thought was great. And then me and Lee were off investigating at one point. I was like, where are they? I walked in the toilet, and there's 4 men stood in the toilet with cameras up in the air, and then their hands in the ceiling, because they were chasing the pipework to see if the urinals were causing it. And I'm like, fair play to them. And it was nice for me to be able to sit back and just watch other people doing it, like with you guys at the Priest Cottage. And then it's nice not to have to watch what other people are doing in case they do something that I'm like, I don't know about that. I haven't had to do it with anyone I've gone out with, to be fair. Everyone that I have gone out with has been brilliant. Well, since I've been doing the channel, there were some people I went out with many moons ago. I've walked off investigations.
We thoroughly enjoyed ourselves, to be fair, with everybody there.
I never forget the first time in Jamaica and we were in the museum part, and Beardo was looking around. How many cameras do you have? 7.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, that was going to be one of my questions. So obviously we went to the priest's cottage, even though we probably only investigated properly for about 4 or 5 hours, but we were there 13 hours, 14 hours. Even though we were only actively investigating for 4 or 5 hours, you had 7 cameras.
I did, yeah.
You had the trail
my
cam
theory
things.
is get every angle, get everybody on it. Because at the end of the day, if anything happens, I've got that footage. You go, that was that.
So my question is, how much of a ball ache is 7 cameras to edit?
To line it up and line all the audio up, it's an absolute ass wipe. I can assure you.
It took him 2 weeks and a divorce.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It wasn't good
Because
I did it.
Right, for you guys at home that don't edit or anything, what he's essentially done is he's got 5 hours times 7 to go through.
Yeah.
But then to line it all up and to get your audio to sync and then to cut the video and the audio not lose sync is an absolute nightmare.
It is,
And
yeah.
you're really new to editing as well, aren't you?
Yeah, I've only just started using Prem Pro. I did try DaVinci and I gave up. And that was just on the color coding part. I was like, no, shove it in your ass. I used to use Movavi.
Yeah.
That's
Do
how
you know
I
who shocked me
started.
was Paul when Paul said he edits on a tablet. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
Multiple cameras on a tablet. Lunatic.
Yeah. It's hard work, you know, and I've been here over a week just editing one video.
I only got mine done. I only took 2 cameras, and one of them was just sat on the floor upstairs. Mine only took so long because obviously I put out 3 videos a week and I got all the lives and stuff.
I kept trying to put mine off. I don't want to. I've got 2 bobbleheads. I've got 2.
I think I said to you about mine that when I thought something had happened, I was really excited to edit it. And then when I realized, because that's the first thing I looked at, and when I realized it was nothing, it just took the wind out of my sails, and I was like, I don't want to do it.
Yeah, it kind of is disheartening, isn't it? And you think, oh, I'll edit it tomorrow. And it never comes, and you think, do you know what? I really need to get it out. I need some on my channel. So that's what forces me into doing it in the end. I got to get up on the channel, and I.
Yeah, it's. I struggle with it purely because of the amount of time that I'm editing and recording and the gaming and all the other stuff. So I try, and I think I wouldn't say I was lazy with it. It's more, I haven't got to rush it because I can do debunking videos or oh man, Resident Evil's just dropped. I want to play Resi and stuff like that, you know? And it kind of, it's kind of me being like, fuck it, I can wait. At the same point, though, I didn't want to put it out the same week as anyone else because it's going to be
I was literally waiting for you to put yours up, and I was going to go last. And I thought, he ain't doing it. He's busy playing Resident Evil, and he's not going. He ain't doing anything. I may as well just crack on.
I did at one point have. Well, I had the body cam, my 2 cameras, Dean's camera. Then we had our old cameras, and I had the other cameras that are only good in the light. And I only ever did that once, where I took all the cameras. I had all the cameras running, and I never put the video out. It was.
I am thinking about cutting down because, like, it is too much. It is too much.
Yeah, it can be overbearing. It's just looking at all of those bars in the editing software, and you're like, where do I even start?
Or I might just, use them all, but not use all the camera angles in the footage itself, and just keep the footage. So if that angle is needed or asked for, it's there.
Yeah, a little hack that I've picked up is don't look at the actual footage for your first scan. Look at the sound bars. So if you've got a static cam and there is nothing on the sound bar, then nothing has moved, nothing's created a sound, don't particularly need it.
Yeah.
But then if you've got, I suppose I should take all my cameras, really, record all of them, because if something does happen, I'd rather have the cameras there than not. Yeah. But it's a ball ache. It's a ball ache. And like even the time it takes to take stuff off a memory card and put it onto your PC You spend hours doing that, just getting it off your card.
I even use Google Drive as well.
Yeah, I do.
You know, so.
And how many times? How many times? You know what I'm going to say now, isn't it?
I can see the disappointment in him.
Oh, you're going to tell the secret now. Why do I have to nickname the boss?
No comment.
Sam, how?
I am not incriminating myself in no way. No.
Even last week with this.
I'm shit. I am crap. I am really, really shit. All right, believe it or not. Tech. I can't do it. I just can't do it. You know, I've only just done the hurdle of the editing. Anything else? Forget it. Absolutely forget it.
To be fair, you're underselling yourself a bit there, because for a technophobe, you have done pretty well. And to be able to, obviously, you had somebody that used to edit for you, and then for you to be able to be like, oh shit, I got to do it myself for whatever reason.
Yeah.
I think you've come leaps and bounds in a very, very short space of time. So don't sell yourself short.
I think it was more of I had to. Anything else?
Our problem is, all of us have this problem. We all want our videos to look as good as the Ouija Brothers and Ghosts on Trent.
Yeah, and it's impossible.
Yeah, I mean, I got the AX53 just like you, and they're good cameras, but I want better quality. I know there's better quality there, but the price is
the Canons. Those Canon cameras, I keep looking at them and I'm like, I'm not.
Yeah. So I'm thinking, well, the only way I can swing it is lighting.
Right. Mr. Don't Scare Clay. Once my video is out, I delete the footage unless something has happened. If it's a video where something has happened, I'll keep it for a year, maybe 2 years. I think I've still got the Four Crosses footage. And I've still got footage from East Drive from like a year and a half ago, because it was stuff, even though I didn't put a video out in the end, because we debunked most of it, I kept it just in case one of the other videos that went out from the group, they questioned something. And funnily enough, 2 days ago, somebody emailed me. I've been watching, I think it was Mike's camera, and you came in and you said something when you were packing up and you waved to the camera, and you went, oh, no, you can knock now, all the cameras are off. And there were 3 knocks, and I went, you're taking the piss. And he was like, but there was a voice as well. So I'm like, oh, shit. But I've got the footage, so I can go and look back at it. So I think it's probably next door, but I've still got it.
I've still got my footage, but the hard drive it was on is an Elements one. It started ticking. And I'm like, But I can get it looked at, but it costs a bit of money. So I thought, well, at least I've still got the bloody thing. I'm going to keep hold of it. So if it's ever needed, I'll go and get it repaired.
Yeah.
And we have a storage box in the back with a lot of hard drives.
I've now got a brand new 8 terabyte just rigged to this one. And I give you the other terabyte one, and I for yours. So we got plenty for now. Because buying cloud space is just a ball ache.
All right. So obviously we discussed paranormal experiences earlier. All 3 of us have had them, or we believe we have at least. I've had my own using a Ouija board. A girl called my name and I didn't know the voice. It freaked me out. I just shit my pants.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you know what? I always ask this question, and I haven't asked you. Well, I haven't asked you on camera. Do you believe in Ouija boards?
I'm on the fence with it. I think a lot of it is other people pushing the planchette. And let's face it, they did used to be a child's board game.
Yeah.
But a little strange something happened when I was in my younger years with a friend of mine, and he freaked out and he ended up being locked up in a mental institute because of one of those things. And I don't know if it is because of one of those things or he seriously had a mental health issue. he didn't seem to have any mental health problems for the years that I knew him, but that particular point, he went ape shit.
Right. Omar, I'm saying that right. Omar Falls. I can debunk that for you. You don't need to be scared of it because Zozo is made up. It's not anything that was ever real. It was
it was
created
just
based
tagged
off.
as the Ouija board demon, wasn't it?
It came from the dark web and creepypastas. The Zozo demon has never been a thing. It's basically like the bastard creation stolen from the Pazuzu demon that they used in The Exorcist, which is, if you believe in demons, a real demon. But Zozo isn't a thing, so you're not under any risk from Zozo. I hope that makes you feel a bit better. I'm not trying to take your experience away, but Zozo ain't a thing. It's an internet myth. So hopefully that'll make you feel a bit better about that. Believe in cheese boards.
But now the question, sweet gut. Dutch cheese, English cheese, or any other cheese? Cheddar cheese, malt cheese, Gouda, Emmerdo. I'm come from the cheese country.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've seen some of the cheese you lot eat. It's fucked up.
No, we don't eat the blue
Not
cheese.
even I eat it.
I don't eat the blue cheese.
Beardo, would you rather get a beating from a bat or a wooden spoon? I'll fucking beat you, you little shit.
Trenton.
If you've got questions for either Sean or Sandra, put a capital Q in the comments, and then whichever one you want to ask, or if it's to both of them. We got one there from John Boy. What's your opinion on East Drive?
I really, really want to go to East Drive. I've got to get back hold of Phil Walkabouts because he's already paid for the location for us to visit it, but he's had a few personal problems, so we're not too sure if it's still going ahead. I'm going to be seeing if it is, and if it is, I'm going to be really chuffed with that because it's a long waiting list for that place, and it's really intrigued me of what happened to
Griff.
Yeah,
that's one of the big ones for me.
And the great thing is, Ryan, where's the CPAP machine?
All right, so we could see if we could recreate it.
Yeah.
Right, book it. I'm coming. I'm paying half. Let's go. So Sandra, what do you think of 30 East Drive?
Actually the same as you guys. That is one of the locations that pull you every time back.
I think there's something there.
This might be, but I cannot say really much about it because I'm not been to that place yet.
Yeah.
But for what I have seen and heard from different kind of people and teams, I'm intrigued. Really intrigued.
Yeah. Cree Strawmass, Sandra, do the boys ever gang up on you? And have you absolutely disagreed with something you felt happened and they didn't?
There's two questions in one. Mm-hmm. They never ganged up to me, to be honest. They can sometimes pretend to be tough and rough, but in the end of the road, they always...
We're the ones that run.
Yeah. I love them, but... Yes, we had our disagreements with each other in the years.
Yeah, but we've as partners, we've never had an argument.
No, but also besides what we all do with the channel, with the investigations and stuff like that, we had sometimes our disagreements that I said for you guys, you better watch out on this location because this and this happened. Oh, you with your comments, we will see. And after that, I kept my mouth for a long time, show this and that. So you guys, you do whatever you do, and I write things down. And they came back and said, "Oh, did it happen? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, got a big mouth now, have you?
Yeah."
So you watched the horror movie, and in a day or two, you investigate location. Would it affect you?
No, I'm pretty laid back, to be fair. If I was
I
any more laid back, I'd be fucking horizontal. But,
I reckon because we watch so much horror, we're desensitized to it anyway.
Yeah, I go towards whatever I hear, or you know, I actually walk towards it. There's been once that I've forgotten myself and went to run, and I'm like, whoa, what am I doing?
I used to, on occasion, I still do it. Go into a location, I'll put on like a spooky podcast, like Uncanny or something, because I'm like, I wonder if I can trick my brain into being a bit scared and a bit on edge. Because you hear about priming, you know, you're priming yourself, something's going to happen.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, where the fuck is it then?
Yeah.
I mean, listening to Uncanny over and over again. I've gone into a building like that ghost story was really cool. This house is shit.
Yeah, and I'm really different than you guys, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, because we've walked into places you feel a bit uneasy, but
but I'm different because one, I absolutely hate horror. I know I crushed both of your hearts, but I absolutely hate horror. I don't like the movies, horror movies, nothing. But
I gotta wait till she's asleep before I can watch a decent horror movie.
Would you go to Smug Puppy's house if you? I would rather go ass to mouth with Ryan than go in that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd rather smoke Ryan's bumhole, to be honest.
Yeah.
Andrew, thank you for the £2.
But what I would say, I would like to go to the Tits house just to prove a point.
Can you also bring some clean shorts for him?
Oh yeah.
If all paranormal investigation teams could learn to use one technique or gadget or lack of gadget from your investigations, what would it be?
Oh, that's a good question.
The best thing to do is use nothing, in my eyes. But if you had to use something, I'd say that I was only joking. No, I would say a decent.
The D was enough. Fuck you.
I would actually say go to Happy Dev and use his voice recorder.
The app, yeah, it's a good app. I also like the SLS device he's made that only records if something moves, and he's kind of designed it to not pick up on the backs of chairs and stuff.
I'm yet
put
to
it in
use
a room,
that
and then it's decent. I haven't used it outside yet because I'm testing it at home, and I haven't picked up any anomalies, which means it's working the way it should.
That's great. Yeah.
Right. Sandra and Sean, do either of you believe in reincarnation?
No, I don't.
I did in the past, but
it was me. I was a fag butt.
No, but years ago, I come original from the Netherlands, and if you guys remember, not so long time ago, Beardo put a video out about how do you say that quickly in English? Like a little bit like that religion gets used for
different things,
or medication, or that they take medication away because of healing hands and stuff like that.
That's dangerous stuff.
It's really dangerous stuff. My thoughts changed in the years because I had a really good mate of mine that went deeper in the religion side of things, but also the healing stuff and reincarnation.
Reenacted it.
And that went so far, and it still makes me a little bit touchy. She passed away. She took her own life because of that. That's why I have watched that episode, and the only comment that I give, I think, to you, that I said to you, thank you for bringing this to the screens and to people's attention. That. And then not later on, you came out one with that took the instinct away from the grandmother.
Yeah.
And you told her how the pyramid in our time worked and stuff like that. Now I'm a type 1 diabetic for 36 years. So that trigger all the bells. But I'm thankful, like for you, but also for others that bring that outside and speak about it. I know you guys get a lot of shit also from it, from people that believe it or whatever. But if it can save one life, then any comment, hateful comments and stuff like that, it was bloody worth it. That's what you guys need to think about and keep going and doing it.
Yeah, do you know, yesterday I had a comment and it was basically like, stop fucking gaming, you're too old for it. Stop debunking these shit teams because nobody believes them. Stop doing this, stop doing that. You're no debunker, you're this, the drama channel and all this. And I was like, hang on, that's the only negative comment I've had because I put a T-Rex in Lee's garden. How bored are you to complain that I put a T-Rex in Lee's garden? Fuck
it
off.
Was funny.
It was funny.
It was funny.
I bet.
And the UFO.
I bet if Lee saw it, I bet Lee looked at it and went, dickhead.
Yeah.
I bet he laughed. I bet he fucking laughed. Where do you want your channel to be in 5 years' time from Wayne's World?
Well, to be honest with you, I'm not in it for fame and fortune and stuff like that. We're just not. Yeah, I have a goal, but I mean, my goal is to sit pretty at 2,000 subs ish. That's happy. That's a happy medium for me. I don't really want to be huge. I don't. I'm just here for my own beliefs and what I want to find. And for my community mean everything to me. They are amazing. Without them, we wouldn't be able to do half of what we do.
Exactly. And not only
we're not
that,
here for, the fame and to be a huge.
No,
and numbers and stuff. I'm not.
You have the YouTube syndrome. Just say honestly.
Yeah, although I have been told I've got YouTube syndrome and stuff like that, and you're thinking, get a grip.
What we also love, and that's also for in the 5 years time, we absolutely love also to support others.
Yeah,
and other teams like Paul and Claire, Sarah,
really good teams up, some real small teams, and help them come up.
Yeah.
We were there once.
Yeah.
We were assholes once too.
We still are, but...
just joking, everyone. But no, if we feel our best when we're helping people that they are doing it the right way.
Yeah. So, have you met any truly evil person, and how did you deal with it? Obviously, we won't go into families and all that.
We've met a lot of people on the way like that, and we now, we used to clap back and stuff, and it used to get worse and worse. But what we found is ignorance is bliss, and we just go, you cut off, you're insignificant to us. This is our goal. This is our vision. This is what we're doing. This is why we're doing it, and this is who we're doing it for. And
I've got a very different answer. I met a truly evil person, and I fucking married her. Not obviously.
Oh, don't you dare touch Mrs. Cake. You get troubles with me.
No. The one from before. No, the one from before.
Out of the room.
I want to see what happened if Claire from PNC, Mrs. Cake, and me come together against you three.
It won't be against us three because we'll be on the next flight out of here on holiday.
Nah, I can handle them three.
Oh, no, really?
No, I'm not doing it. I am not doing it.
Right,
Claire's up on me with my community, for God's sake.
Claire's easy because Claire will just go, "Oh, Beardo." Oh.
Yeah.
That's only the first time. After the first time, she will be, "Oh, that dickhead."
My wife just lets me do what I want and then just rolls her eyes at me. And all right, Sandra, I'll just be like that. That's your wife. You deal with it.
Cheers.
What locations have you done in or near Bristol? I've done Warmley Clock Tower, Willsbridge Mill, Ramin, Shepton and Gloucester Prisons, Woodchester Mansion. Anywhere else to recommend?
There is, but the thing is getting into these places or being able to do a lot of the places in Bristol is few and far between, especially in the town centre. I mean, we're still waiting on a couple of locations within the centre ourselves. But what's been said is they don't want us to go and do it yet until they've got their own home, their own house away from that, because they're living there at the moment. And they don't want, because they don't want what's going on in that property to get any worse. And I thought, what is going on? That's interesting. Okay, could you let me know as soon as you have your new home? So, I mean, they'll still run the place, but I said, just let me know and we'll go and do it. And they said, yeah, absolutely. You're there. As soon as we're ready, you are in there.
Yeah, I'd like to go back to Warmley Clock Tower.
I've never been there.
We were talking about it last week.
We were talking about it last week, and I was like, too many people. I want places where they haven't been overdone, or somewhat different.
But there are lots of locations.
People end up going to places over and 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 over again, and you think, not for me.
I'm trying to think of which place did we. What was not on the screen? Because we did also a lot of places in Bristol, isn't that?
Yeah, we've done loads of outside places and people and places that were abandoned and God knows what. And
not only once, we did it twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times.
I want to go farm. We did a few times.
I do want to go to that river with you guys. I want to go to that river with you guys where some people have
Snuff Mills.
Yeah, I want to go there because I thought they made the entire thing up, but then I've looked into the history. And there is
a history there, yeah, absolutely.
So when the weather breaks, I'm definitely coming up to Bristol to go down Snuff Mills.
Okay, I will lock my door and window.
Sandra, would you like an investigation with Mrs. Geek and Claire?
I would love that. I would love it. And
I would quite happily kick her out the door.
It'd be quite cool to send those 3 out, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would. Yeah,
3 do their own
I think they'd do a grand job at it as well. To be fair,
yeah,
we are quite.
Obviously, we'll be the ones that are left to edit everything.
Now it will be really interesting because I know Mrs. Geek and Claire think the same as me, and we are a little bit on the same level, and it's a little bit on the opposite from you guys. So it will be really interesting.
You're all more believers than what we are. Yeah, that could be interesting. So Alyssa asks, how do you guys decide which places to visit? Word of mouth stories, podcast, TV, or simply Google haunted places? Yeah.
All of them.
We do all sorts. We go everything. Just all out and see what we can find. It's not easy. No. It really isn't easy. I mean, I'm struggling as I said, for a location now.
Gag your band.
So
leave Gag alone. He's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
This is for all of you. If you could go back and investigate any alleged haunting, what would it be? East Drive. To go back in time when the family are there and those things were happening, that or the Enfield haunting.
I want to do East Drive myself. And
but he's saying if you could go back in time and investigate any alleged haunting.
Back in time and investigate, I don't know. I probably want to go. I want to go back to Lineworks because that was really strange. That.
Yeah, I think what he's asking is if you could go back in time and like the actual haunting as it's happening.
Yeah.
So obviously go back to East Drive while the family are being fucking haunted.
That'd be awesome.
Or Enfield.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be incredible.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Or the Tits House. I'd be like that.
Yeah. There's Vlad, I can see him.
You aren't going to go in there. Just watch the postman. There's the fishing line. There's the green screen.
Yeah. That guy just amazes me.
How far behind am I?
What? Not only does that guy amaze me, so does his followers. How the fuck do you believe in that shit?
I don't know. I was told some paranormal channels are placed under the category of entertainment for YouTube. If so, do you feel they don't... Everything on YouTube's entertainment. Everything. the categories that you upload your videos in, we all have to pretty
Mine's
much
not
put
under
entertainment
entertainment.
or film and
Mine's
animation.
on people in blogs.
All right. I always put mine for entertainment. Because
people in blogs. It's just...
the method behind that is I watched YouTube videos and it's like just list everything as entertainment because that's what ranks higher than anything else.
I think I've from the last couple of years, and also with YouTube and stuff like that, I've looked deeper into all kind of shit on YouTube, isn't it? Until today, and I'm not really smart, but also not really dumb with things like that.
They say that the category of ghost hunting or investigations and all that should be under people in blogs.
So but let me tell you,
unless it's you're being an asswipe in a location that's supposed to be haunted and then make it out to be haunted, and then it's
even my debunking videos I put as entertainment. I've just always put everything as entertainment because it's YouTube and it's entertainment, isn't it?
And I don't want to be funny, no matter what you do on YouTube and which word you put it underneath, you can never do it good enough.
No.
It's the same with people and stuff like that. You never will do it good enough. So,
yeah. Question for Sandra from Gazwall. What's the investigation scene like back in the Netherlands?
We have in the Netherlands
a
lot of... The Netherlands.
A lot of sand.
No, listen. No, it's not Atlantis. It's not Denmark. Beardo. In the Netherlands. Aka Holland. Beardo.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. We have a lot of interested history there.
There's a lot of history there, yeah.
A lot of history. Haunted places. To be honest, it is a little bit the same as here in England. You have a lot of historical places and places that could be haunted or not haunted, and you find out that nothing has happened and blah, 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 blah. It's the same a little bit to compare with the Netherlands, but both countries has a lot of interesting history. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I love the most about what we do is the history.
History, yeah.
What do you think is going on if a house is built in the 60s? I know history or no deaths yet. I've heard a woman's voice on the porch door slam at 2 a.m. One of my nans have died in my immediate family.
I have no idea. That's quite strange.
Yeah, I couldn't even attempt to answer if you without knowing the house location, what's around.
No, just out of respect for your loved one.
Yeah, I mean, if you think that that's your grandmother visiting you, don't let anyone tell you any different. If that makes you feel better, keep it.
Exactly.
If it's something that's worrying you or something like that, then reach out to a debunker and, I don't know, maybe try and capture some footage or something. But just off a comment like that, I honestly couldn't even hazard a guess. Right, we're getting more questions.
And what I always said is not only the house or the building, you have also the ground around it.
Yeah, what was there before?
Yeah.
What's the worst place you've been to for investigation, meaning city, state, or country?
The worst place. Oh, there's been a few shitholes. Yeah, there was... Yeah.
For me, it's the ancient ramen.
Yeah, I think that is just a cash cow.
It's the most dead place, quietest place, cold.
You've got people shouting out on the pavement out there.
Yeah,
100%.
And not only that has been so overdone, and everyone heard each other's experience in that and go already in certain kind of state of mind.
And it was fucking cold on a night time.
It's freezing cold.
Yeah, the coldest I've ever been. I mean, to walk outside of there and it'd be 2 degrees and feel warmer was...
I have never caught anything there.
Do you believe in clairvoyance, or do you think it's all rubbish? Me and Sandra will disagree there. I think some people believe, and I don't think they're all liars and scammers. I think some people believe because of a spiritualist upbringing or something,
Mm.
but they are heavily outweighed by fucking
And it's a
grief,
very, very
vampire,
touchy
ambulance
subject,
chasing
that.
scumbags. I feel better now.
It's a very touchy subject. That is.
Yeah,
because there were so many scammers out there. It's unreal. It outweighs everything else if it did exist or it was proven. But I don't think it's ever been proven scientifically that's the case and that can happen.
No. For Sandra, if you compare the UK to the Netherlands, if it comes to hauntings, it seems that we have not a lot going on over here. Do you think we Dutch people are too nuchter? Nailed it. If it comes to a ghost.
Yeah, I do agree with Christian. I think we are too nuchter for it. Dutch people are quite with their feet on the ground.
Yeah, in every aspect.
Yeah, in every aspect. Brenda knows that. So,
I know too many Dutch people.
That. Yeah.
Would you make collaboration with APRF? I'd love to work with
Wes and Lisa.
1,000%. I reckon the guys are awesome.
They're awesome. And I think
really nice people, and I love the way they do things.
I think we all have to watch and keep the
Very
eye on them.
Yeah. I personally think we could all learn a lot from APRF.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love what they do. Sarah, thank you for the £10. Love Sandra and Sean, they're amazing. Well, Sean has his moments. Thank you very much, Sarah. Yeah, we did a hearts in the comment thing for Ryan earlier. I did make a joke about him gassing out the doctors because his ass is fucking rancid.
It is. It is.
But that is, we meet such incredible people, isn't it? It's not only Beardo and stuff like that. Same as Sarah.
Yeah.
Sarah came on the point in
awesome.
our life that we had to do with a lot of things, isn't it? She went as a sonic mod in our channel. She really appreciated a lovely human being and a great channel.
Have you ever investigated somewhere that you had bad vibes as soon as you walked in that made you want to leave?
Yes, I had that personally by myself, if I speak only for myself. That was with Paul and Claire in the asylum. That moment.
In the asylum, yeah.
Yeah. I'm also not really quickly jumping and stuff like that. I didn't know anything about the place where we
very
went.
uneasy feeling. That
it was a really uneasy feeling. It was also impressive because there was a couple buildings.
But I don't know whether it is because we knew it was fucking dangerous there or...
No, I'm talking about that moment that I jumped back on the stairs when I heard in my ears and my feeling that wasn't ground.
But then to me, I said, that's a stomach.
I said, that cannot be so. I want to see the footage because... So we went to against each other. But even you said, that was not a stomach. That was not a pipe.
Yeah, because it wasn't me. It wasn't Ryan. No.
But that place made me uneasy, yeah.
But it was only you that heard it bang there, sort of thing.
I've never walked in somewhere and had a bad feeling and wanted to leave. I've been at 30 East Drive and walked in and felt iffy the third time I went there, which is bizarre because the third time I just walked in bold as brass with bags and was like, oh. Thought I saw something and dismissed it and I shouldn't have. And the other one is, fucking hell. Candleston Castle. I've taken people in the day and they just don't like the feeling there.
Yeah,
so at some point we'll have to get you guys down there.
I want to do a few castles in Wales because there's some really nice places over there. I love Wales.
We'll do a couple through the summer. We'll put some.
And I know Beardo's just lying. He won a raid in Jamaica when you saw us.
San, have you ever investigated in the Netherlands?
Yes, I did. I did second war bunkers. I did an investigation over there. That was also a place that I felt uneasy and creepy, but I think that is more to do with the history. It is creepy. So, yeah, I did that.
Yeah. Beardo, do you think it would be interesting to go to a place, have the ladies investigate and later the men to see if the experience is similar or different? Yeah.
It'll be good.
Yeah, I'd like maybe to send the ladies one night and then us go another night somewhere. I think that would
be
be
a nice
cool.
thing to do.
Yes, yeah. How the two react or how different they are. That'd be interesting.
Oh, CD there, Bawley Rectory. Yeah, if I could travel back in time, Bawley, that would be
I
epic.
never had the chance to go to that place. I heard so much about it.
Nobody. I mean, you can go there now, but there's nothing there. I think there's a stretch of the wall poking up out of grass. They've built houses and stuff around there. Yeah, Bawley was a massive. The story of Bawley scared the shit out of me as a kid. Screaming skull nunhead or whatever he was scared the shit out of me. If you had the chance, would you do Amityville House or the Conjuring House or Green Street? I wouldn't do Amityville because it's bollocks. People have lived there for decades.
It's all been overhyped, I think.
Yeah. Conjuring House, I'd like to do, depending on who gets ownership of it. Because if they're going to do this scientific station and debunkers welcome there to test the grounds, then Green Street would be bucket list for me. That's obviously the Enfield poltergeist. Because
I would love to do that.
I've spoken to somebody that knows the family that's in there now, and I'd love to. I'd absolutely love to.
That'd be awesome.
Because from what I hear, there's 2 families been in there, had experiences after, but they never went to the press or anything. So yeah, I don't know if the family that's there now have had anything. All right, we did that one. Tits house is so scary. He's got a flying vacuum cleaner. I just seen that as I was scrolling. Zombie J is asking Sandra, how have you been?
Holding up, sweetheart, holding up.
Thanks. I forgot the Peruvian ass was polluting the Dutch air.
Oh yeah, Jolene. Oh my god. Don't even go there with that twat.
Jolie. Beardo know that I try to hold myself in right now.
Yeah, I know what you think of him.
Hear what I'm thinking.
Jolene, planning on returning to me to get his visa. Keep him. America didn't want him, and we fucking don't.
No, exactly.
No. Oh no.
That's right, Sandra. You don't live there anymore. Sandra, have you done an investigation in Uden as... Yeah, I said that the right way then, didn't I? Uden.
Yeah, Uden.
As the fact... All right, thanks for correcting me again. There's a factory there that's meant to scare off employees.
Ooh.
Oh. Road trip?
Sounds like a good idea.
I don't mind to do that.
I don't mind doing a road trip.
Actually, maybe it's nice in the future.
Boot the other twat out while we're over there.
Actually, maybe it's worth it to in the future to plan an investigation in the Netherlands.
Zombie J asks, are there any investigators that aren't in the UK that you would like to collaborate with?
Investigators are not in the UK. No. Yeah. I would love to do an investigation with boot productions.
Hey, it's a good show, that.
Yeah. And even, I know I break people's heart right now, Kenny Biddle.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know about that. He'll just shit on everything and ruin it for everyone. What are you doing that for? That's not how a spirit level works. Go off, Kenny Biddle.
And do you actually know that there is more names? Because there's so many names, and I don't want to do favorites.
Out there that I really like.
But do you know Crow?
Crow.
I would. Before and after, lots of fun. Serious investigation with Crow.
Yeah. Shelley Gowan asks, if you were to travel abroad, where would you go to investigate and why? And I'm going to do 2 in 1 just from me quickly here. Zombie J, I would like to go to Australia to investigate. There you go. I've answered the 2 in 1.
Yes.
But not with the fucking spiders. You're having a laugh. No.
That's the problem with Australia, isn't it? It's like kangaroos look cute on film, but they're dangerous.
Yeah.
Everything in Australia is just built to kill you. the sun,
I
the storms.
love to do Australia and New Zealand.
I want to go over New Zealand. I mean, well, Kiwi Ian, he's invited us to go over because he's collabing again soon with Paranormal New Zealand again soon.
Oh, nice.
Really nice people as well, and they're the same. They're not into the gadget stuff and stuff like that either. They've been looking at our channel as well, and Ian said, "Look, come over, stay with me. We've got a big island there, where you could stay. You know, there's nothing dangerous there, and you can stay and camp there as well. And there's some awesome history on this island and buildings and stuff that we can do." Which
right.
sounds awesome. Like, you know, I was like, yeah. I said, right, how long's the flight? Yeah, I nearly fell off my chair. I said, right, okay, then. Better still, how much are the flights? He went, oh, about $3,500.
Jesus. Right.
Yeah.
I saw a comment that I tried to click on and I've lost it. And it was, if you could investigate with any celebrity, who would it be?
I mean, if he was still alive, it would have been Sean Locke.
Yeah.
Good choice.
Yeah, you know, because he's just thought he was fucking brilliant. He was awesome.
If it's somebody alive, go for somebody alive.
Yeah.
I think it would. There's so many.
Do you know I'd like to take an investigation, and I did ask him, and the reason I want to do it even more now is because he said no, fuck that. Is Beard Meets Food?
Oh God! Yeah.
I asked him, and he was like, "I appreciate the offer. I've seen the work you've done for charity. Fair play to you, mate. But fuck that." If he's scared, that's all the better reason to do it.
Yeah, it'd have to be someone funny, to be fair with me, because I'm always fucking about.
What are you doing with
I
Beardo
can't be
then? He's
serious
not
for
funny.
5 minutes.
Wow.
That was below the belt, that was.
Imagine taking Ricky Gervais with you. See, Ricky Gervais would just be like Kenny Biddle, wouldn't he? Nah, bollocks. It's shit.
Yeah.
It's crap. Oh, what's that?
Yeah.
Why are you using that? Oh, you silly. What are you doing? Nah, that'd be... No.
Do you know what would be funny? And to make him scared as well, Lee Evans.
Hey, Chunky, I don't know if you know this, but I'm banned from the House of the Dead and Steve's house because of all of the videos I made on him. Never ever featured on my channel. Absolute fucking bulb of a human being.
I think I'd want to go and do it with Roy Chubby Brown or some shit like that.
Oh, bollocks to that.
What's his name? Frankie Boyle.
That's gonna be interesting.
You know, it's a good comedian when my dad, who will watch anything, goes, "Get that off my TV. He's fucking disgusting." And I'm like, yes, I broke my dad.
He is lethal minded. He like.
I almost had the opportunity to tour Port Arthur in Tasmania, but where I was staying, I was pregnant at the time, and the roads in Tassie are bendy, never straight road, and we got 2 hours in, and I was throwing up. Right. Oh,
God.
I'm not entirely sure where Tasmania is. I don't know if you know this about me, but I'm geographically challenged. Where the fuck is Tasmania? I thought it was in Africa. I thought it was like Africa. Ian Lawman or Barry Guy? Oh.
Lowerly.
All right, I'm trying to press my ban button and it ain't fucking working. Just be able to see your name was Jim. Hey, Rob Linklater, how are you doing? Good to see you. Right, you guys have got a live stream coming up in 5 minutes, haven't you?
Yeah, it was not set up. We have a little bit of a crazy day today.
I've got to just go onto OBS and just press go live for her.
Yeah.
She hasn't got a phone now at the moment. I'll do that after.
Tasmania is on the southeast tip of Australia. Oh,
Yeah.
it's on the tip.
Yes.
All right, Beardo, you didn't know what the sides of the Pacific or Atlantic Oceans were. What do you mean the sides? They don't have sides. It's water, you fucking penis. We did investigations with D from Benefit Street. Benefit Street? I don't watch stuff like that.
No.
I always think that those shows are kind of exploitive. It's like, here's the poorest people in society. Let's mock them only being able to afford fish fingers and fucking tins of beans from Aldi. So how are you getting entertained by that? I've been there. I've been fucking dirt poor. I wouldn't want somebody filming me. Nah. I've never liked the idea of those shows. I don't watch reality TV, to be fair. I don't like any of it most of the time because it's some roided up fucking lunatic. Has anyone watched that Louis Theroux documentary where he did the alpha male shit?
Yeah.
I have never wanted to see a grenade go off in a room so much in my fucking life. It's like, just wipe them out. If I had a gay son, I would disown him. Just let a grenade go off.
Madness,
fucking dickhead.
Yeah.
Absolutely fucking disgusting behavior. And to say that, being an influencer to thousands of people, millions of people, some of them, absolute scumbag. I got so angry watching it.
Yeah.
Right. So, Sandra, Sean, thank you very, very much for the chat. It's
no problem.
I still tripped down our short memory lane there and some cool questions.
Thank you, Beardo.
Yeah, thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Guys, there is a pinned link at the top. If you could please go over and check out Bristol Paranormal Hunters UK. I've been on the channel a couple of times. Please go and check them out. Sandra is going live immediately after this. So, guys, thank you again. Have you got any videos coming out, or is it just the lives for now?
It's just the lives at the moment.
Yeah.
I did say to you, could you please look round to see
I've
what
looked.
you can dig up? And
I don't know if it's me, but I am not getting responses from locations, and I don't know if it's because they know who I am.
It's better when you just turn up with us, isn't it?
Yeah.
Go, oh, by the way.
Just want to say, let me deal with that.
Yeah, Sandra, you'll have to be like our receptionist or secretary or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Right, thank you guys. I'm going to chuck you in the green room. Feel free to leave as soon as I've chucked you off so you can set up your own stream. Thank you again for coming on. I appreciate it. That was fun. I enjoyed that.
And much love to everyone.
Thank you very much. And thanks you all.
Bye. I cut her off mid-bye. Cheers, BBHUK. Thank you for answering my question. I think there's only one left. If not, apparently there's still sightings of them. They're technically extinct. So the Tasmanian devils. I thought they were extinct. Guys, thank you all for tuning in tonight. Thank you for sticking around for these little interviews we're doing. Next week, we've got three. We haven't got three. We've got Lee from Three Spires. Depending on his shifts the week after, I want to get Spaghetti alla Paranormale on. And then I might ask Justin the week after, and then we'll start going down maybe Don't Scare Claire, things like that. I'm concentrating on smaller channels for now, and then maybe we can do some of the larger channels later on down the line. I'd like to get Paranormal Quest on, Ouija Brothers, Ghosts on Trent. Obviously, I've had them on when I used to do these types of lives anyway. So thank you all. I've really enjoyed that. I tell you what, it goes so much quicker when you got guests on. It's really weird. It goes so fast. So, Kenny Biddle, you missed it. I was singing your praises earlier about how much I'd like to investigate with you because you wouldn't shit on everything. I don't have an end stream or anything like that on the end of this, guys, so it's just going to cut off. But I know you won't let me go without the dad joke. I once got fired from a canned juice company. I just couldn't concentrate. Did you like it? Did you like that joke? Thank you, everyone, and goodbye. I never know how to leave this thing. I can see those tomatoes, you know. I can see them. Bristol Paranormal Hunters, live right now. Get on over there.